Hello, welcome to Pakenham Mazda. My name's Oliver and today I have for you this 2017 Mazda 3 Maxx. It is in fantastic condition, a touch under 20,000 kilometres from new, and presents very nicely indeed. It does have 4 service stamps, all completed through us, with the most recent at the current mileage for the roadworthy. We take great care in preparing the cars for sale, and so that's been completed for your peace of mind. There are no scratches, scuffs or dents on the Mazda 3 in front of me here. It presents very nicely. Keep in mind though, it isn't new. At the end of the day, it is now a few years old. So if there are any stone chips or anything like that, it is part and parcel with a pre-owned car. Certainly nothing that requires smart repair attention or a body shop, that's for sure. In terms of specification on the Mazda 3, it is fantastic. You have your rear camera and sensors here at the back. You have sat nav up front, along with climate control, nice readable display. Front end is in fantastic condition here as well, even for quite a low car. There's a couple of small stone chips and whatnot, but nothing untoward. Just part and parcel of having a car in Melbourne. Opening up the passenger door, we can have a look at the interior here. Apologies for the camera, just completed the images on the car here. Carpet mats throughout as well, genuine ones of course, with the Mazda 3 logo there on them. And this seating is in fantastic condition. There's no rips or tears or holes or anything like that. The car doesn't smell of smoke and there's no pet hair either, so well maintained, and the bolsters are all in great condition with the leather as well. There is one really minor indentation just down here in the paintwork, very, very small, and you have to get very low in order to see it. Having a look at the back seat. If we just pan across there, you can see how lovely that is inside this Mazda 3. Again, no indentations or anything like that. It looks as though the seats have barely been sat in. No marks, and the back of the seats aren't kicked or anything. You have the matte pockets as well, of course, and the door cards are all in great condition as well. Bottle holders underneath and child locks on the side. Fuel tank is on the passenger side of the Mazda 3. And opening up the boot, a small mark there, another small mark here, but again, nothing untoward really. All very, very minor things. And overall the car is fantastic. Lifting up the floor, you can see the spare tyre there with some tools. Your jack remains here in the wall. And you have your parcel shelf as well. A lot of people take that out and leave it behind, whereas it's present in this one. Moving on to the driver's side, you can see it's much the same as the passenger. And as well, being a hatchback, you can fold the seats down. Very easy to do, front seat permitting. That will fold flat and it makes the cargo area even larger. So massive cargo space if you do need that. Into the driver's seat now. And on that specification that I mentioned earlier, you have your auto windows and mirrors, of course. Multifunction steering wheel, which we'll touch on in a second. And that driver's seat there. Really, really nice condition. Again, the bolsters aren't flattened in either the base or the backrest. The headrest isn't marked or anything. It's just in great, great condition. Again, one owner, really well taken care of. And again, the Mazda 3 mats down there. Now this is late 2017. It is October, built and complied, if you were wondering. And so the features are quite up to date. In terms of the steering wheel, again, it is multi-functions. You have your audio controls here on the left-hand side for your radio, answering Bluetooth calls or skipping stations. And on the right, you have your cruise control, so on or off, plus or minus to set your speed. Being the Maxx model, you also have the flappy paddles to change gears if you so choose, or you can pop the gear knob into manual mode and shift from there. Lights are just behind on the right, just there. Fog lights as well. And you have your wipers there on the left. Now they are not automatic, but certainly nice and easy to reach if you need them. The gauge display there, as you can see, nice and large, touch under 20,000 kilometers from new, and that little display there on the right, by pressing info here on the steering wheel, we can cycle through that average fuel consumption, current fuel consumption, average speed, and range. Most people leave it there on range. As mentioned, we've just completed a service, so the next one isn't due until 30,000 kilometers or January 2023, whichever comes first. Down to the right, we have an air vent, and then of course the iStop button that disengages the engine at idle, at a stoplight or an intersection. Now, helping save fuel, you can turn that feature off if you're not a fan, and then you've got traction control. We always recommend leaving that on. The steering wheel not only is tilt up and down, but it's also telescopic. So if you're like a T-Rex and you have long legs and short arms, you can sit far away and pull the steering wheel closer. Just makes life much easier. And being a nice leather wrapped steering wheel with no marks or abrasions on it, it's just a very nice cabin to be in and a very nice car to drive. On the left hand side, you have your push button start just over here. Simply pop your foot in the brake and press the button, and turns on first time every time. All your lights turn on, all turn off as per normal in every car. The screen then turns on. That is not an error in the screen. That's simply the refresh rate and frame rate of my phone, so I do apologize for that. However, if you see it in person, you'll see it's a nice stable display. And on here, you can adjust through the options. We'll go through those in a second. You have two air vents, your hazards button in the middle. Your last air vent is just over on the passenger side. Rear passenger seatbelt indicators, which is very handy if you have any small kids and they keep unbuckling themselves. Climate control through the middle, fan temperature on the left, speed in the middle, and directions on the right. Moving down, we have two USB points, an SD card slot for the maps, and an auxiliary point for any other audio input. A sport button, pushing that forward will increase the throttle response, giving you a little bit extra power, a little bit extra poke if you need to overtake someone or if you're in a hilly area. And the gear knob, again, pop it down into reverse. The boot is currently facing the sky, but you have those distance indicators there, which are very handy indeed. 2 meters, 1 meter, and half a meter at the red line. Always a good place to stop. Still allows room to open the boot. And then of course into drive, and that manual mode over to the right hand side. Classic handbrake you have just there, or again leather wrapped, not ripped or torn, really no marks on it at all. And the dial with some hotkeys to control that screen. So if you press the house button, goes back to this screen we're on now. Press the music, goes to audio, nav goes to navigation, favorites, and back one screen. You also have this little button here which controls your audio. It is a nice audio system in the Mazda 3 here, and you can also mute just by pushing it in like a button. With this dial, you twist, tilt like a joystick, or push it in like a button to select whatever's orange. I'll show you what that looks like here. So twist. If you want to enter into radio or entertainment, you push it in like a button, and that'll open it up there. Again, you can rotate to choose different stations, or again, simply jump to favorites by pressing the star button, and you can access your stations there. The sat nav is very good in this car, and all Mazdas. I've already got a destination set just to this city to show you whereabouts we are in Melbourne if you're not familiar with us. So if we just hit route there, you'll see we're just in the southeast suburbs here in Pakenham. Pretty much along the freeway. It's actually just next to the dealership, so it's very easy to find us. Two large cup holders, a large center console armrest with a coin tray, some deeper storage, and another 12-volt socket. And finally a large glove box with the service manuals and all the owner's books attached within. Little light there, a self-dimming rear view mirror with a little power button there to control that. So if someone's up behind you and they're a ute or an SUV or a truck and they've got their high beams on and it's going to blind you, this dims down, it goes green and tints that glass so you don't get blinded by them behind you. Roof liner, all in great condition, of course. And overall, it just presents very, very nicely indeed. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Mazda 3 2017. It is a fantastic car, and we look forward to showing you the car very, very soon. My name is Oliver. I'm the used car manager here at the dealership. It'll be my pleasure to handle your inquiry. If you require finance, we do have some fantastic banking partners that we can arrange finance for you, so please give us a call. And if you have a trade-in, we accept all makes and models, so again, please give us a call and we can run through the details of your trade-in with you over the phone. Nice and simple, just how it should be. Thank you again for watching the video here today. I look forward to speaking with you soon, and have a great afternoon or morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Take care.
Zoom, zoom.